What is good? Tyrell here. If you like crypto and if you just want to learn, on this channel I bring together the fundamentals and technicals to curate valuable information to help you on your journey. A free way to help out the channel is to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. So I know it's been about 2 weeks since I last recorded a video, but getting right into the market, man, this thing is just flying. In the last video, I mentioned that there were a series of higher highs and higher lows. So a lot of people, they were calling for a bear market right after this dump right here. And that's totally understandable. So in the last video, I titled it "Buy the Fucking Dip." So I actually did, and it actually dipped a little bit more after that. But I wasn't necessarily too concerned. But I will talk about some of the caution that I had looking at the Bitcoin chart. So we'll get into that in a little bit. So just looking at the total crypto market cap, we're currently sitting at $2.26 trillion. We surpassed the previous high of $2.22 trillion. And what this shows me is there's a lot of demand for cryptocurrency, and there's going to be a lot more money flowing into the crypto market, into a lot of different coins. So in essence, I think the entire market's just going to go up. Whatever coin that you end up buying, whether that's Bitcoin or Dogecoin, it's most likely going to go up. This is not investment advice. This is just my personal opinion, and this isn't on behalf of any organization, corporation, or company out there. This is just my personal belief. I would like to mention that. So looking at Bitcoin, I had some concern back here towards the end of April when price dipped below $50,000, and I think it was this day on the 25th, 26th. I saw that price had closed below $50,000 and the week was ending, and I was just like, you know what, I may want to potentially convert some of my Bitcoin into a stable coin like USDC, earn interest on that just in case this dips a little bit lower to like $40,000. Because even though we would want to practice like diamond hands and hodling and all that stuff, that's not necessarily like a key tenet of investing. Investing is all about capital preservation and capital generation. So if this price had dipped lower, I'm not preserving my capital whatsoever. So I was considering that, and then literally like 2 hours later, after I was talking about it, this thing just popped up, and there's just a huge demand. So you can see there was like a double bottom here at $48,000, and price has rised up to this resistance level at $58,000, which has been a tricky level ever since we first got here back in February. But this is just Bitcoin, and this isn't the star of the show this week. That's actually Ethereum, which completely smashed through $3,000. So let me go ahead and draw that on here, edit that to 3,000. Why isn't that? Yikes. Okay, let's move that. 3,000 into, I don't know why my keyboard isn't working, but know that this is $3,000, and it's just completely surpassed all of that. So going back to April 26th, so that's the same time as Bitcoin, we are currently up 57% in the past like week and a half, 2 weeks. Absolutely insane, and this thing is just continuing to rip. Hey, you know what, if it actually dips right after this and takes a slight breather, that's actually healthy for any price. Going to the day, I mean, just look at this thing is just ripping it. And I may start like this chant, you know what I mean, put it to all my social medias, start chanting while beating on my chest. 5k ETH, 5k ETH, 5k ETH. That'll be actually pretty dope. If it does it, it does it. If it doesn't, then so be it. I'm just a participant in this market. I'm not a market mover or anything like that. But 5k ETH, let's go. Next we got Cardano. This thing isn't as exciting as Ethereum, but that's totally okay. I've actually been doing a lot of research into Cardano and its ecosystem. And similar to how Ethereum has its ERC20 tokens, Cardano is going to have its own ecosystem at some point in this year. So I wanted to find some tokens that would actually be launched on Cardano, and I can like get those like pre-IPO or like an IDO type thing. So as soon as they come to creation, like I have access to buy some, and then just go from there. I think that would be beneficial and fruitful. Next, we got Tezos, and going back to April 25th, 26th, I saw this pattern here, and what I did was something super risky, and I don't recommend it to anybody. I actually took a leverage trade on some Tezos. So I took some of the Tezos that I had on Coinbase, sent it over to Kraken, and I took a leverage trade at 2 times leverage because of, like, I saw this pattern here. It's like in this channel for Tezos, and one thing that I've noticed with Tezos, take this and I go here, it likes to oscillate in between parallel channels. So even though it broke out of this one originally, it's in this brand new one. So let's go ahead and delete this, drill in a little bit deeper to the day, and looking at this channel, I took a long here once it touched this bottom part of the channel, and then I targeted $6, and this has actually done pretty well, and I got some US dollars out of it, which is really nice. Once again, I don't recommend leverage trading to anybody unless you've been in the market for a while and you know what you're doing and you're willing to take that risk. That's my 2 cents, and I'll leave that there. And currently, let me go ahead and delete this. This may rise to a new all-time high, potentially. That is the hope. I hold some Tezos, full disclosure, so if it goes up, then my portfolio goes up. And then if I take it like a leverage trade, I'm going to take a little bit more risk, but you know, that's the nature of the game. I see a lot of money flowing into cryptocurrencies, and why not? Next, we got AAVE. I actually bought the fucking dip with AAVE, and this has done really well. Out of all the coins that like I bought during the dip, this one has done pretty well. And one thing that I noticed with this was it's sort of in this like channel here, so it's like range bound. And I drew on 469 because for some reason there was like this support here, resistance, and then it busted through it, and then there's some more resistance where the price is currently at right now. And what I did was I took the distance from here to here, and then I just brought that up here, and then I took the distance from this bottom part to where it currently is now, and then I brought it up here. So my 2 targets would be around this area and this area. So if AAVE steps up to these levels here, around 628, or let's just say 750 to keep it round. Why isn't that? There we go. Yeah, so if it goes up to those levels, then cool. It's done pretty well. Next, we got Algorand. I actually did the same thing with Tezos, and I took some of the the Algorand that I had on Coinbase, and I brought it over to Kraken, and I took a 2x leverage trade on it, and it's done pretty well. I actually closed these out for profit, made about $700, and then called it a day. On Coinbase, it's actually earning interest, so good for this. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be more developments. I just haven't been really too up to speed on Algorand, nor have I been up to speed on Atom. But as you can see here, what this thing did was like it busted out of this, and then it just rode this descending trend line down, and then April 26th, just like the rest of the market, this thing just popped off, and it is currently up from April 26th 25%, so it's doing pretty well. Another one that I bought the dip on was Band Protocol. As you can see here, this price marker here, I bought it at $17.26. In the past 2 weeks, this thing is up nearly 6%. So up there. Next, we got Engine. Not doing the best. Let's go ahead and drill down. So I bought the dip, and I was up a little bit, and then throughout the past 2 weeks, like this thing just dropped, I'm sorry, and I was just like, oh damn, that's unfortunate. I told everybody to buy the fucking dip, and it kept dipping on us. That's all right. I dip, you dip, we dip. This thing is currently up 1.7%, so it's not performing too well, but it's also not down either, so it's better than nothing. Next, we got Graph, doing all right. What I see here actually is this inverse head and shoulders pattern. It's something that I also noticed on Bitcoin as well. So we got this left shoulder comes up, that's sort of like the neckline, and then we got this head here, and then we got, say, this right shoulder. Yeah, let's just go there, and then right shoulder. So if this is an inverse head and shoulders pattern, and then we just take the distance from here to the neckline, what you can do is take this distance and go up here. So we can do there at the bottom part at 165, or let's just do $1.70 since that's like a round number, and then we have another target of $2.15 if price ends up breaking above $1.70 and going up to $2.15. But supply or a support level would be like $1.50, $1.45, and maybe even a little bit lower. So of course, with everything else, I hold some GRT, and I would like for price to go up. It's just the name of the game. Next, we got Link, actually doing pretty well. Let's go in during the day, and this thing is looking mildly bullish, not gonna lie. What I can see here is this low here, and then we got a high, then higher low, and then a higher high, and then a higher low, and then we're currently at this level right here. So let's go ahead and draw on this resistance level. I don't like a full line, I like rays because it's less of a line and you can go to a specific point in time. So let's drill in a little bit deeper. We have 42. I like exact numbers. Let's just do 44 as the upper end. But really, when it comes to like the supply levels, it's really more of like a range. So we're gonna do like that. All right, so we got the top part of this candle, and then like this doji, which is sort of like a reversal pattern, which we saw price do like this. So I would say this is like the resistance zone for Chainlink, where there's probably a lot of sell orders or take profit levels, where people that are in leverage longs have their take profits at $44. I mean, that's a round number, why not? But if we can have price just break above it, maybe we can go to $50. That's another round number. That'd be pretty cool. If not, this thing could probably just like roll on over, and I lose value on my Chainlink holdings. Next, we got Mana, another one that I bought the dip. Let's go from the price that I bought, $1.26, and current price at $1.38, and I'm currently up 10.26%. So doing pretty well. Was up more, was down a little bit more, but I mean, this is investing. Like, things go up, things go down. I'm pretty sure when I started this video, everything here was green, and now everything's in the red. The reason that's because the day changed. I'm on the Pacific Standard Time, PST, so on the west coast of the United States, and a new trading day starts at 5 p.m. my time. So next we got OCC, but I'm not going to get into that. Synthetics, I really like synthetics. A lot of people like synthetics, and the dip was a good opportunity for me to get in. I'm currently up 8.69%, but this thing dipped from $22 down to $17, so it was down 25%, and this thing dipped a little bit more. You can't exactly time the market and always be successful, and this is a case in point. I saw this dip, I was just like, ooh, this is a good opportunity. Price bounced out around a little bit and then dipped a little bit further. So, I mean, I'm grateful that the market went back up from the time that I got in, but this thing could have just kept falling and falling and falling, and then I would have been like, damn, that wasn't the best decision. That's just how it goes. And lastly, we have UMA and Universal Market Access. We can see after this dip, this thing skyrocketed all the way up 32% from my initial buy, and then went down 18%, and now we're currently sitting at 6.45%. Who knows in this game? Who actually knows? Do your research, and if you want to take that risk, go ahead and take that risk. And when it comes to the entire crypto market cap, just go to CoinMarketCap, look at all the coins that are on here. Doge is up 63%. The total crypto market cap is 2.3 trillion. Even though I said it was 2.26 earlier, I'm pretty sure there's other cryptocurrencies that CoinMarketCap takes into consideration that TradingView doesn't have. So that's why there's a difference. But the entire crypto market cap is up 4.24%. That means more money is coming into the market. And yeah, you can see here in the past 7 days, these are the tokens that have done the best. You got Bakery Token, OKB, Phantom, Waves, Venus, Dogecoin. I wanted to buy some Doge. I could have bought it at like 37 cents and been up, but I didn't. I kind of wanted to just keep some cash on hand. I mean, why not? And Maker. I actually hold some Maker. I did the Coinbase Earn classes, and I got like $6 of Maker back in October of 2020, and this thing like 10x from there. And I'm just like, why didn't I buy more? Like, kind of stupid of me, to be honest. I had the perfect opportunity, but I thought it was too expensive then, and here it is 10 times higher than the price that it was at, and now it's even more expensive. And that's just what cryptocurrency is. You can get in at a lower price, and then a year later it's 10 times higher. Yeah, and then AAVE, I have AAVE Compound. Everything that's really DeFi related is just going to do exceptionally well. Once again, not financial advice. This is just my personal opinion and what I see happening out there in the markets. A lot of people are searching for yields. A lot of people are looking for platforms to put their cryptocurrency on to stake, and if they can get interest on it, then they're going to go do it. So any platform that offers that type of service is going to do exceptionally well. The trend is your friend, people. And then getting into the news, Ether is doing the best. That's pretty much it. A lot of institutional money coming in, DeFi, yada yada yada. You know the vibes. Going here, Ethereum is now bigger than Bank of America. And I remember I was talking about this report that Bank of America put out saying they're not necessarily threatened by Bitcoin. They're threatened by decentralized finance. And I actually put my 2 weeks in at the bank that I work at because I realized that decentralized finance is literally going to change the entire financial landscape. And I want to be at the forefront of that and find ways for me to benefit from that and bring other people along with me, because I know this is a massive opportunity, and if I want to capitalize on that, then this is what I need to do, and of course, like, stay within the guidelines of what I'm legally binded to, I would say, or obligated to, do everything ethically. That's what matters most to me. So DeFi is gonna pop off in the summer of this year. I'm pretty sure altcoins are gonna pop off. Everything's gonna just like melt people's faces off, and a lot of people are gonna make a lot of money. And that's honestly my goal. I want to make a lot of money. And going into DeFi resurgence, it lifts Maker, AAVE, and Compound priced to new highs. As I mentioned earlier, anything DeFi related is just going to pop off. I had a chance to get Maker at $500. Now it's at nearly $6,000. I bought some AAVE at the dip, and I also have some Compound because I got that from Coinbase Earn. And a lot of these protocols, they offer yields that are not going to be available in any traditional finance infrastructure. at all whatsoever. So being able to have some of these tokens, like, it would do really well for your portfolio. And lastly, PayPal wants to get into the stablecoin space. I mean, it makes sense. They're now offering crypto payments, which is smart. It's a smart move. There's a lot more money settled on the Ethereum blockchain than PayPal settles in an entire year. There's more money settled on the Ethereum blockchain in one quarter than PayPal settles in an entire year. Think about that. And it's only going to grow. It's only going to grow. Visa, MasterCard is going to enable crypto payments. They may be their own independent node verification networks. And if they want to have their own stablecoin to really compete with all these other protocols, then, so be it. You may see a lot of other companies decide to jump into this space as things go increasingly digital, right? So PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, any bank could create their own stablecoin. Silvergate has their own stablecoin. It's called the Silvergate Exchange Network. There's JPM coin. There may be Bank of America coin. All these other central banks are going to create their own CBDCs. This is just the way that the world's going to go, and finding a way to capitalize on all of that and know which way the tides are shifting and the waves are blowing, or the wind is blowing, anything like that, you'll do pretty well. All right, well, that's my spiel. That's my crypto market update. Once again, this is Tyrell. If you found this information valuable and useful to maybe use in your journey, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.